Namaste. Welcome back, beautiful souls. This is your tarot card reading for the Sun card for 2025. And I want to thank you very much for joining me for this series. This has been truly inspiring, and I am so happy with the deck choice, which is the Solara Occulto Tarot. Just reading beautifully. So let's get to the cards and to your reading. My name is Sadhana. If you're new, welcome. Lovely to have you here, and I want to thank all of you that have been so supportive, commenting on the readings and joining into the chats. So this is your card for 2025, a card of joy, among other things. And I really do feel a Sadhana, Leanne, a blessing of healing energy here. This life force energy. And if I think about your card of the year in terms of the Emperor, how important, so this 2025 year, 2 plus 5 plus 2, right, equals 9. 9 in the Tarot is the ninth arcanum is Hermit. And the Hermit is a retreat within. And I think for all of us in some capacity, this is an invitation this year to turn within. Yours is illuminated by this celestial body that has the power to heal. Now, we all have a solar energy within, as well as an internal, eternal flame. And this retreat for you may be about rekindling this flame. Also, this card, usually there's a wall, right? So and sometimes the wall is very pronounced between the outside and the inside. And there's this sense of sacred garden, sacred space. And so in this way, this is a year for you to cultivate the sacred space, to honor the fire within, the light within, to rekindle it, to kindle it, to embrace its nourishment, that sort of thing. And I feel like in a personal way, in a quiet way. Yeah. And this can happen in the winter. This can happen in the winter of your heart. This can happen throughout the year. And the Hermit energy, I find, is one that is not necessarily easy for people to adopt, accept, because we're looking out all the time, looking for relationships, looking for people. But this is it's a quieter kind of year, a personal year. And so, as always, I ask that this message be in the highest, for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. So be it. If you are new and haven't been following along in this series, I am using a spread that I created. There's a little description below. The shape of the nautilus is the spread, and this is inspired by the energy of the Hermit, this interior journey that we are all taking this year. And so your journey begins with the Six of Swords, central decan of Aquarius, a 6. So all 6s are beautiful, a place of peace. And this is a journey across into the heart space. And I say the heart space, so there's often confusion about the Suit of Swords. I'm going to speak to the card on the bottom of the pile in just a second. So the Suit of Swords is the element of air, and the element of air is the element of the heart space. And so I feel like this emphasizes, also in another way, what I'm saying about this being very personal for you. Like a internal, not necessarily internal cleansing, perhaps cleansing by fire. Can I say this is about you learning to love your fire again? I wonder in some way if you I can feel like a pain, like maybe people said, "Oh, you're too much," or "Your fire was too bright," or I don't know. Like this is about you getting to know that strength again, and your fire could have been dimmed for any number of reasons, but this feels like a real kindling of your fire. Another synchronicity here is that the sixes, as the central Sephira on the tree of life, this one is Tiferet, are the planet of the sun, the luminary of the sun. So you have you begin with a solar decan here in the sign of Aquarius, and this is, I just feel like it's so luminescent. It's so luminescent. It's so beautiful. And this deck has something very interesting. And welcome to Perry as well. Grand Rising and glorious New Year to you as well. There are monsters, sea monsters underneath the boat. And I think that's a brilliant metaphor that, well, those monsters, they're always with us. And it is about our relationship with them. But this is a card of going on and making a decision to move forward, to not stay put, to not stay where I am. And honestly, I want to say that with solar energy, it's hard to be static. It's going to get you moving, whether you want it to or not. Your card, 78th card, bottom of the pile, the card that is bookending your reading is the Three of Pentacles. And this is a Capricorn card. It's a 3, so I think everybody would benefit from paying attention to 3s, 6s, and 9s this year. This is a building energy. So there's a sense of building, creating, rebuilding, and I think this feels kind of personal, but let's turn over a few more cards. Wow, look at you go. More 3s. 3 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then this is 3 of Wands. So you have 3 3s and a 6 so far. So this is, what do you want to say, the magic of numerology. 3, your number is going to be 3 this year. Now, 19 as the card of the sun, X1X, can be reduced to a 1. So this, I feel this, it's another reason why I'm emphasizing this building energy. And 3s, right, are the symbol, the upward facing triangle, also empower, they build, they create. They are, I should say, they are creating, not created, creating. So there is this energy of growth and expansion. And so you turn in and you heal with in so that you can grow. And these kind of confirmations are very supportive, so thank you. All right. And Perry always has such glorious words of love and light and wisdom, and thank you. Thank you for those. Okay, so the Three of Cups, there's something really important here, that as we gather energy and this energy begins to build and grow, there is a letting go as part of this process. We can't just build and build and build and build and build. Bits of energy need to be released as part of this process. And so do that. Share, write, release throughout the process. And this energy of, in the Three of Cups, it feels like in the sharing of story, there's something about the, what's the word? The vivaciousness, the vivacity, the gregariousness of the Three of Cups. And I said this is an interior journey, so let's kind of look at this as the building energy within. You know, we have to not necessarily purge, but we need to remember that it's okay to edit and let little bits and pieces go. And the Queen of Swords is so disciplined and is really going to help you with this editing. And I want you to think of other applications for the word editing and whatever has come to mind as I'm talking here today. There's such a lovely level of focus and discipline in all of the right ways. Discipline is a yogic term that brings us back to the mat every single day, or to our cushion every single day, so that we continue this journey. It's not about punishment. It's about self-awareness and self-discipline. And she has that so much. The Three of Wands really emphasizes how important this is to your life path, and that what is growing and what is building here, also the wands and the cups sort of balance each other. It's nice to have water and fire energy in harmony. And we do have pentacles at the bottom here, so far all the suits are showing up for you. So indeed, through this interior reflection, this is the way to allow things to grow. Okay? I feel like, I don't know how many readings she's shown up here, but obviously she's an important figure, and she's dancing in the right direction of the building of the Nautilus. She's saying, you go girl, you go girl. And this is, and if you're a guy or you are a they, you go and shine your light and have fun in the darkness. And don't doubt your ability to take this on in any way. Wands are a very inspiring suit, and I want to, whatever age, whatever stage of life you are at, we have the ability to shift course and to heal. And the Queen of Wands knows this energy of fire and is able to create an environment where the fire is at its healthiest, where it's at its most harmonic, most balanced. Another 3. All right. All of the 3s are here. All of the 3s are here. So this is very celebratory and emphatic in every way. If you have ever doubted the possibility of that which you want to build and create, this is the year to put the energy into the creative process. I mean, the Empress is going to show up here. She's here in energy anyway. This is very dynamic. And I want to remind you that in all of the 3s, there are resources that are built in, there's energy that comes in, and there's energy that goes out. And with all of these 3s represented, they all have subtle nuances. And in the 3 of Swords, we are growing through processing. It's like we grow up in the 3 of Swords. And when I was talking about moving into the heart space and healing the heart space, this is so important. If you're going within and healing the heart space and healing that internal fire, we are better able to process old wounds, loss, and grief. And through this processing, through this healing, through this transformation by fire, by this life force that the sun gives you, you feel whole, you feel new, you feel revived. And it's brilliant. It really is. Like, wow, wow, wow. So all of these 3s are an aspect, perhaps, of your willingness to embrace the change of scenery that is implied by the 6 of Swords. Okay? If this reading is resonating with you and you would like to go on to part 2, I'll be starting that as soon as I'm ready. So I'm offering the part 2 of the readings as a members feature, and also working with the Transparent Tarot in a really fun way, as well as finishing and reading the other 3 cards. So thank you. And I've been really appreciating your comments, your thoughtful comments and responses to all of these readings. And please do take time to come back in the next few months and let me know if and how you have connected here. And here is the link for part 2. And I will see some of you soon. Take good care. Namaste.